हरि ओम। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः। ओम श्री महाविष्णवे नमः। ओम श्री महादेवाय नमः। ओम श्री महादुर्गायै नमः। ओम श्री राम रामाय नमः। ओम श्री सद्गुरवे नमः। ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं। भवानी शङ्करौ वन्दे श्रद्धाविश्वासरूपिणौ याभ्यां विना न पश्यन्ति सिद्धा स्वान्तस्तमीश्वरम्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। बुद्धेर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वमरोगता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वं च हनुमत्स्मरणात् भवेत्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ओम 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 नमः शिवाय। नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव। हरि ओम हरि ओम। So Arjuna is seeing the Vishwarupa of Bhagwan, the entire universe as Bhagwan's form. A very complex and a very vast and wonderful form of Bhagwan. And as Arjuna is seeing this form, which is constantly changing, Arjuna is describing whatever he is seeing. So first Arjuna saw all the devatas and different beings in Bhagwan. He saw Bhagwan having infinite heads and hands and eyes, ears, wearing different types of ornaments and dress, wielding different types of weapons, without a beginning, middle, end, pervading the entire cosmos, means everything was seen in that Ishvara. Then Bhagwan wanted to show Arjuna the outcome of this war, because there was this doubt in Arjuna's mind कि if we fight this war, who is going to win? What will be the outcome? Yadva jayema, yadiva no jayeyuhu. Whether we will win, whether the Kauravas will win, what will happen. So Bhagwan wanted to show that to Arjuna. So he showed his terrible Ugra Rupa. And in that Ugra Rupa, Arjuna saw lots of devatas. Amihitva Surasangha Vishanti. All of them are entering into Bhagwan's form. Kechit Bhita Pranjalayo Grunanti, and some of them are getting frightened and doing stuti of Bhagwan. Arjuna also saw the Rudra, Vasu, Sadhya, Vishve, Deva, Ashwinau, Marutaha, Ushmapaha, Gandharva, Yaksha, Asura, Siddha, Sanghaha, all of them looking at Bhagwan's form with great wonder. So many mouths and so many eyes with lots of arms, and his mouth with very terrible teeth, with Danshtra Karalam. Seeing that form of Bhagwan, all the lokas are getting agitated, disturbed, frightened. And Arjuna says, even I am getting very much agitated seeing you in this form. See, in Bhagavat also, this description of Bhagwan taking the Narsimha Rupa. Narsimha Rupa Bhagwan took because that Hiranyakashipu had this Varadan that he will not be killed by any human, nor by any animal, nor during the day, nor during the night, nor inside the house, nor outside the house, nor up in the sky, nor on the ground. So he had many conditions and in order to, but one cannot remain in this world permanently. One has to leave the body. So Bhagwan had to take that form, Narsimha Rupa, very terrible Rupa of Bhagwan, and all the devatas and even Lakshmi and all was watching that Rupa of Bhagwan, and he was so angry, and he killed that Hiranyakashipu, but still that anger was there in Bhagwan, because that Hiranyakashipu had done so much of adharma and had also hurt his devotee Prahlad. So Bhagwan was very angry. So all the Devtas also looking at Bhagwan's that form were very scared. But Prahlad was not scared. So Prahlad approached Bhagwan, and when Bhagwan saw Prahlad in front of him, all his anger disappeared, and he made Prahlad sit on his lap. And he expressed a love for Prahlad. So Bhagwan has got many forms. Some of his forms are very, very pleasant. We feel attracted. But some of Bhagwan's forms are very terrible, very frightening. And here, in this war, Bhagwan himself had taken that Ugra Rupa to destroy all this adharma. So Arjuna could see that form of Bhagwan. So he is describing that form. So let us continue. Verse number 24 we will chant. Nabhasprusham deeptamanekavarnam vyattananam deeptavishalanetram drishtva hitvam pravyathitantaratma dhritinna vindami shamancha vishno. Nabhasprusham deeptam anekavarnam vyattananam deeptavishalanetram drishtva. Arjuna saw a form of Bhagwan Navasprusham touching the skies in all direction. Dhyusparsham ityartaha Navasprusham, vast form. He could see a grand form of Bhagwan touching the skies. And Deeptam Anekavarnam, and bright and brilliant with variety of colors and shapes. Bhayankaraha. Deeptam Anekavarnam Vyattananam, with his mouths open. In all this, so many mouths, and all of them were open. Vyattananam, and Deepta Vishala Netram, and his eyes shining, vast, grand eyes shining, Deeptam, as though burning with fire, Prajvalitam. So Nabhasprusham Deeptam Anekavarnam Vyattananam Deepta Vishala Netram. See, according to the situation, Bhagwan takes different rupa, different forms. There are a variety of expressions of Bhagwan. Just as the variety of expressions we gain when we read some literature also. The different rasa. Even when we read Ramayana, we experience different rasa while we read or we listen to Ramayana. Sometimes there is Shanta rasa, sometimes Karuna rasa, sometimes Raudra rasa, or Veera rasa, or Hasya rasa. So different Shringara rasa, different rasas are there. Similarly in Ishvara, different rasas are there. And a devotee who understands Ishvara, who has got a rapport with Ishvara, he remains calm, peaceful, seeing Bhagwan in all the rasas. He is not frightened, because in all the forms it is Bhagwan alone. It is the same. See, at home also, our own parents, sometimes they express different rasa toward their own children. Sometimes they are very friendly, sometimes very angry, sometimes very loving, sometimes very jovial. But they have the welfare of the children in their heart. Similarly, Bhagwan has variety of forms and variety of expressions, and one should be able to see the presence of the divinity in all these expressions of Bhagwan. So here Arjuna is seeing the terrible form of Ishvara, and Arjuna is getting scared. So Nabhasprusham Deeptam Aneka Varnam Vyattananam Deepta Vishala Netram Drishtva hi Tvam Pravvetitantaratma. Having seen your this form, Arjuna is saying that Pravvetitantaratma, Antaratma Pravvetitanta, Pravvetita. My Antaratma, myself, my what you call my Antakarana is getting totally agitated seeing this form of yours. See, even a normal person, when he is calm, peaceful, he looks different. But when the same person gets angry, you see a different form of that person. Even in nature, we find some animals, they are so friendly, so nice. But when they become angry, you see a different form of that animal. Similarly, here Bhagwan has taken that Ugra Rupa. During the war, Bhagwan's Ugra Rupa only had destroyed all these people, adharmic people. But that form was not seen by anyone. But here Arjuna is seeing that form. He says, Drishtva Tvam Pravvetitantaratma. My Antaratma is getting agitated. Dhritim na vindami. I am not getting that fortitude. My balance is getting lost. So dhriti means dhairya, means to hold firm in all situation. And Arjuna was a great warrior. He could face different challenges of world, but here seeing Bhagwan in that form, even he was getting totally shaken up. He said, Dhritim na vindami. I am losing my balance. And Shamancha Vishnu, I am not feeling that quietude, that peace. I am losing the peace of my mind. Shamancha Vishnu, Hey Vishnu, Hey all pervading Bhagwan. Your form is so very scary, so frightening, so terrible. See, even nature, when the nature is, sometimes we see very peaceful, but at times nature also takes Ugra Rupa. The five elements, sometimes they are calm and peaceful, but at times they take a terrible form. So it is very difficult to then see them, and even people get frightened seeing that form of nature, of water, of earth during earthquake and all, water and tsunamis, and this air with all sorts of hurricane and typhoon and all sorts of things, fire, forest fires and all. Similarly here, Bhagwan had taken that, was showing that form to Arjuna. So, Nabhasprusham Deeptam Aneka Varnam Vyattananam Deepta Vishala Netram Drishtva hi Tvam Pravvetitantaratma Dhritim na vindami Kshamancha Vishnu. I am losing my balance. I am not feeling peaceful. I am feeling very, very agitated in my mind. See, Arjuna was so frank, he used to just express whatever he was feeling. And why he was so scared, so agitated? What was happening? He describes further in the next verse. Danshtra karalani chate mukhani drishtvaeva kalanala sannibhani disho na jane na labhe cha sharma prasid devesha jagannivasa. Hey Jagannivasa, I am seeing your form, Danshtra Karalani. in all your mouths there are these teeth, all fangs and all teeth and all terrible teeth. I am saying in all the mouths, Danshtra Karalani Chate Mukhani, in so many mouths, Bhagwan is showing that his teeth ready to eat everything and everyone. Drishtva eva kalanala sannibhani. I am seeing as though your mouth is like the analas, kalanala. Kalanala means the fire of dissolution, pralay. At pralay kal also, huge fire consumes everything. See, when the whole pralay takes place of this world, in the reverse order everything gets consumed. The earth gets merged in water, the water gets merged in fire, and fire gets merged into air, and that gets merged into in space. All the animals, birds, plants, first they get killed, destroyed. So it's like a terrible fire which consumes everything. Similarly, Arjuna says, I am seeing your mouth with that fiery mouth and those very frightening teeth. Danshtra karalani chete mukhani drashtvaiva kala nalasannibhani. See, even in the army and all, the soldiers, when they have to go for war, they dress appropriate to the war with all the dress, the weapons, and sometimes they put some special colors on their face and hands and all, so that it gets camouflaged, and they look so terrible that the enemy seeing them itself gets frightened. Here Bhagwan had taken that form because he has taken avatar to destroy adharmic people and to protect dharma and to establish righteousness. He has to do that. Now and then Bhagwan takes avatar to again restore peace and dharma. See, even if we have a very beautiful garden, very well managed, now and then lots of weeds and all grow, and the gardener has to take a real terrible form to uproot all those weeds and to chop all those growths which are harming other trees and all, and to set everything right. Similarly, Bhagwan also takes a terrible form. So, Danshtra karalani chite mukhani drishtva eva kalanala sannibhani. I am seeing it as the kalanala, vikrutani, karalani. Pralaya kale lokanam dahaka agni kalanalaha. At the pralaya kal, this agni, it burns all the lokas. Tat sannibhani kalanala sadrishani. Like that, I am seeing a form of yours. And seeing you, I am losing my balance. He says, Disho na jane, na labhecha sharma. I am totally confused regarding direction. Dig Brahma it is called. I don't know which is front, which is back, which is up, which is down. I am getting totally confused regarding even directions. See, when we are on earth, held by the earth, we can understand when we are straight or when we are bent or when we are lying down. But if you are up in sky, in the space, zero gravity, you will not know which is up and which is down, which is right, which is left. Everything will seem same. But here Arjuna was so thoroughly frightened and agitated, seeing Bhagwan's this terrible form, that wherever he looked, different form of Bhagwan he could see, and he lost his balance. He did not understand which is front and which is back and which is right, which is left. Totally got confused. Disho na jane, na labhe ch sharma. I am not feeling that peace. I am not getting shanti. Arjuna was thinking that seeing Bhagwan's form, he will feel very peaceful, very, very happy. But here, seeing Bhagwan's this form, Arjuna says, I am not feeling very happy, I am not feeling peaceful, I am feeling very, very agitated. Labhe, na sharma, na upalabhe ch sharma sukham. I am not feeling happy seeing your form. Therefore, Bhagwan is praying now. He says, Prasida, prasanno bhava he devesha jagan nivasa. That please calm down, please bless me, please be merciful on me, please protect me. Prasida, prasanno bhava, be pleased, don't be agitated, don't be angry, be pleased. Be pleased with me, be pleased with everyone. So prasida, prasida, Arjuna is praying. And then he had this doubt about who will win the war and what will happen. All that doubt also disappeared, got dispelled, because what he saw in Bhagwan, everything became very clear to him that what will happen in the war. What did he see? He describes now in the next verse. Bhagwan says, Arjuna says, Ami chatvam dhatarashtrasya putraha sarve sahaivavanipala sanghaihi bhishmo dronasuta putrastathaso sahasmadiyairapi yodamukhaihi Ami chatvam dhritarashtrasya putraha sarve sahaiva avanipala sangaihi bhishmo drona suta putrastatasu sahasmadiyairapi yodamukhyahi vaktrani te tvaramana vishanti. Next verse, Arjuna says, I am seeing all these great warriors entering your mouth. Vaktrani tvaramana vishanti. With full speed, they are being seen entering your mouths. Whom did Arjuna see entering Bhagwan's mouth? He says, Amicha tvam dhritarashtrasya putraha, the sons of Dhritarashtra. Main the war was caused by Dhritarashtra's children and mainly by Duryodhana. And then all his 100 children were involved in this war. So all of them, Arjuna says, I am seeing them entering your mouth and getting crushed into death. Ami chatvam dhritarashtrasya putraha sarve saha eva avanipala sangaihi. And not only them, but so many other kings who had assembled in the battlefield, I am seeing them entering your mouth. Avanipala. Avanipal means the protectors of earth. See, the Kshatriyas, their job is to protect the earth. Not only protect human beings, but protect the animal, birds, plant, and also protect nature. That is the responsibility of all of the Kshatriyas. Because human being, they have special ability, special power, special understanding. And if that is that should be utilized properly to keep peace and order in this whole world. See, animal, birds, plant, though they have their own strength and power, but sometimes they get defeated by the powers of a human being. A human being can do a lot of good also and a lot of harm also to everyone all the beings. And that we know, we experience in various ways. Human beings have destroyed the earth in various ways. We have destroyed so many beautiful forests, cut the trees and all, polluted the air, polluted the water bodies, polluted even the sky, polluted earth in various ways, and harming all the animals, birds, plants in different for our pleasures, for our other gains. So that is not the way a human being should live, because among human beings, the Kshatriyas, their responsibility is to protect the earth, safeguard the earth. Therefore, they are called Avanipala. Avani means earth, and Pala means Palan karne wale, protectors. But here, all of them had assembled in this battlefield, and so many of them are on the side of the Kauravas and fighting against Dharma. But here, Arjuna could see them entering the mouth of Bhagwan, different mouths with so many teeth, and all these warriors are entering. And the main warriors, about whom Arjuna had great doubt whether we will be able to conquer them, whether they will be able to kill them, or because of them will we be able to win victory. Arjuna could see them also entering the mouth of Bhagwan. Who were they? Bhishma. Bhishmo Drona Sutaputras tatha. So, Bhishma Pitamaha, the great warrior, the great grandsire, the avatar of Vasu, and a great archer. And he had this Ichha Marana. He could die at will. Arjuna could see him entering the mouth of Bhagwan. And Dronacharya, Arjuna's teacher, great archer, very brave and powerful person. Arjuna could see Dronacharya also entering the mouth of Ishvara. Sutaputras tatha. So, and he had this dislike for Karna, whom he used to call Sutaputra. See, Arjuna and the Pandavas did not know that Karna was their own eldest brother. That thing was kept hidden from them. They did not know that Karna was the eldest son of Kunti. If they had known this, maybe the whole thing would have been different only. The whole history would have been different. But they did not know. And they fought. And after, when he was killed, at that time they came to know that he was their own brother, eldest brother. So, but when he was alive, they used to call him Sutaputra, the son of that person who found him as a child. He was also called Radheya. So Bhishma Drona Sutaputras tatha. So even this Sutaputra Karna, Arjuna saw him entering Bhagwan's mouth. And not only the warriors from the Kaurava side, but Arjuna could see lots of warriors from his own side also entering and dying in Bhagwan's mouth. Saha asmadiyaihi api yodha mukhyahi. From our side also, great warriors, mukhya, main warriors from our side, yodhana mukhyahi pradhanaihi, like Drishtadyumna and all, they were also seen entering Bhagwan's mouth. Entering Bhagwan's mouth is not mentioned in this shloka, but it is mentioned in the next shloka. So all of them were entering the many mouths of Bhagwan. So in that way he saw, not that he saw actually the picture of the war, but he saw them entering Bhagwan's mouth and getting dissolved there. In a different way, he saw the future. In a different way, he saw the outcome of this war. It was not like a image of actual battle, but he could see the image of all these great warriors entering into Bhagwan's mouth. See, after the war, only few warriors remained alive. Most of them got killed. Lakhs and lakhs of warriors got killed in the battlefield. It was a great war. So many Akshahauni Senas were there involved, and all of them got killed. Only few remained alive. These Pandavas remained alive, and few remained alive, but most of them got killed. So after the war, these Pandavas and all were analyzing the whole thing, and they were each one was claiming that, oh, because of me I fought very well and we could win this war. So they wanted to know exactly because of whose role was major in this war. So they had this question. I had told this story before also. So they all of them approach Barbarik, Khatu Shamji Barbarik. He had witnessed the entire war. So they approached him. Only his head was there. The rest of his body was not there. And Bhagwan had given him the blessing that you can remain alive and see the whole war. So they approached Barbarik and asked him that please tell, you have seen the entire war with your own eyes. You had the total vision, bird's eye view of the whole battlefield. So please tell, what did you see? Who was the main grand warrior because of whom this war, we could win this war? So Barbarik, he looked at them and he said that I could see only the play of Ishvara in this war. On both the sides, I saw Ishvara in his Rudra Rupa, shooting arrows and killing everyone. In both the sides, I could see only Krishna and Krishna alone. It was the whole play was of Krishna only. See, that is called vision. That's called understanding. At one particular level, we see things in a different way. But if you go to a greater depth, we understand the whole thing in a totally different way altogether. We understand everything totally differently. Like they sent the rover on that planet, on Mars, and it is going and checking the soil and clicking pictures and all, and it is manipulating, it is going around. So one who, let us say somebody on Mars and watching that vehicle may think that the driver must be there inside that vehicle only. But no, the driver of the vehicle is there in Houston, sitting in front of the computer and giving the instruction to that vehicle to move, to click pictures, to dig, to analyze the soil, to send the chemical analysis back on earth. So outwardly one may see an action and we may conclude that this has been happening because of this. But if we go to a deeper level, we see a different picture altogether. So Barbarik saw a different picture altogether. He saw Bhagwan alone was fighting this war from both the sides. So here also Arjuna could see all these great warriors entering the mouths of Bhagwan. So how he saw, he describes further. Vaktrani te tvaramana vishanti danshtrakaralani bhayanakani kechid vilagna dashanantareshu sandrishyante churnitairuttamangai. Vaktrani te tvaramana vishanti. I see all these sons of Dhritarashtra, Bhishma Pitamaha, Dronacharya, Karna, and so many warriors from the Kaurava side and also from our side. Arjuna says that I am seeing them tvaramana vishanti, with full speed entering your mouths. Means moving with full speed towards their death. Full speed they are entering your mouth. Vaktrani te tvaramana vishanti danshtra karalani bhayanakani, in your mouths with very terrible teeth, frightening teeth. They are entering and kechid vilagna dashanantareshu sadrishyante churnitaihi uttamangaihi, and their heads are getting crushed, being chewed by you. Their uttamangai. Uttamangai is our head, the best part of our body. But Arjuna says that I am seeing their heads getting crushed by your teeth, as you chew them, and some of them are getting stuck in your teeth also. See, just like when we eat, sometimes some things are there which we break and chew and crush with our teeth and all, and certain things get stuck in between our teeth. So similarly here, Bhagwan is as though eating and crushing all these warriors, and as they are entering his mouth is like kala only, in which everyone enters and gets consumed there. Our life, it moves from our birth till death. Everything gets consumed by the mouth of Ishvara. Kechid vilagna dashanantareshu sandrishyante churnite uttamangaihi. Some of them are getting stuck in between the teeth. See, our life goes relatively slow, one day at a time, one moment at a time. So we don't realize that we are all moving towards the death of this body only. See, sometimes we watch some movie, and then at times we fast forward the whole movie and watch. So when we fast forward, we see all the characters and all running and chasing and getting totally, the whole thing gets speeded up. And similarly, if we have to watch our own life, not our own life, but watch the lives of so many people, shorten within a short time, if we have to fast forward the lives of people, we find them taking birth and moving with full speed towards their death only. See, all the people who are present now on earth, some 100 years ago, none of them were there, or maybe very few were there. Most of them were not there. A different set of people were there 100 years ago on earth. A different set of people are there today. Different set of people will be there in future. We think we are the owners of this world, we are the masters of everything, but not knowing that all of us, means our bodies, are moving with full speed towards death, towards destruction, toward the total collapse. That is also a form of Ishvara alone. And that is how Ishvara works. That constantly things are getting destroyed and constantly new things are born. That is how the whole thing works. That is the way the world is made. Constant destruction and constant creation of new keeps happening. And if we get identified with this change, we suffer. But we recognize our changeless self, we can enjoy the whole show of this world. But many, due to ignorance, they identify with the body and they identify with the change. We want to hold on to things which are naturally changing and getting destroyed. So Arjuna, seeing all these things, is getting terribly frightened. Very, very frightened. See, there are certain places when you visit, we get a different picture of the whole thing. If you visit a hospital, a busy hospital with so many patients lying around here and there, sick, almost dying, you get a totally very scary picture there. Or if one goes to Varanasi, on those ghats, constantly dead bodies are being burnt, one gets a different picture altogether. Life seems so flimsy, Nalini dalagata jalamati taralam tadvat jivitam atishaya chapalam. Very, very temporary life. Everything seems so insignificant. So here also Arjuna could see great warriors. See, great kings and emperors also ruled this earth in the past. Where are they now? Gone, only in history books. And even when they come in history books, the children and all those who have to study history, they don't like it. That why I have to remember all the names of all these warriors and kings and who fought and plundered and destroyed everything. And we have so many, even their, remains of their forts, remains of their some buildings, structures. Remains of their tombs. Great king. But now it's just a tomb. And people go there for sightseeing. And they sit on that tomb and they have their food also. So Arjuna could see the grand, terrible outcome of this war. All these warriors entering the mouth of Ishvara, of that Virata Rupa, Vishvarupa. And how are they entering? All these warriors, how are they entering? Arjuna is giving example here. He says, Yatha nadinam bahavombu vegaha samudrameva bhimukha dravante तथा तवामी नरलोकवीराः विशन्ति वक्त्राण्यभिविज्वलन्ति यथा नदीनां बहवो अम्बुवेगाः. Just like streams or rivers with a strong current moving, the waters are moving with full speed. Yatha nadinam bahavaha ambuvegaha, with a strong powerful vega, speed. Samudrameva abhimukhadраvanti, and all of them are moving towards the ocean. All these rivers compete with each other to move with full speed towards the ocean. And so many rivers, they have their own names, their own identity, their own different forms. Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Narmada, Sindhu, Kaveri, Brahmaputra. So many different rivers are there. They have their own identity and their power and their mahima. And all of them are moving with full speed. The waters. And where do they end? All of them end in that ocean. They just merge into the ocean to become the ocean. Because the ocean itself is the main substratum and the cause and the support of all the rivers. Ocean is the final destination of all the rivers. Similarly, Ishvara is the final destination of all of us. And we move with full speed towards Ishvara. But when we have ignorance, when we don't know our own identity, then though this body gets merged into Ishvara, again we are born in different forms. Again to rush towards Ishvara. So it's a grand play which is happening, a great Leela. So yatha nadinam bahavom buvegaha samudrameva abhimukhadраvanti. All of them are moving towards Samudra, the ocean. Samudra it is called. Samudram eva abhimukhadраvanti. In that direction of the Samudra only all of them move. Different rivers coming from different parts of the earth, of a country, it all moves toward that ocean. In the same way, tatha tavami naraloka viraha. In the same way, Arjuna says, all these naraloka vira, these great warriors of human beings, naraloka viraha, they are considered so great, so powerful. They have their own glory and strength and power. And where are they moving? They are moving towards their death. Tatha tavami naraloka viraha vishanti. See, this is the very picture of our life. And the more vividly we see this picture, we will develop that vairagya. And we will strive more sincerely and with urgency to realize our own self and to develop that good rapport with Ishvara. Because Ishvara alone is truth. Ishvara alone is the supreme reality. And we have to identify with Ishvara. We have to look at the world from Ishvara's standpoint. See, we experience the world as per our standpoint, from where we are looking. From where we are looking, in that way we will be able to experience the world. Just like when we have this Republic Day parade also, we get seats to go and watch this parade. Different people get to see the parade sitting in different places. Some of these news channels and all those who are covering this event, they built a high platform and all. From there they can watch and shoot. So they get a different picture of that of the parade. Those who are sitting in the VIP area and all, they get a different picture. Those who are sitting in the general area, they get a different picture. Those who are participating in that parade, they get a different picture. Similarly, the world remaining same, where am I seated? The reality remaining same, where am I seated? If I am seated in my jivahood, if I am identifying with my body, gross body, and looking, the whole picture is different. When I identify with devatas, the picture is different. When I identify with Vaishvanara, the picture is different. When I identify with Hiranyagarbha, the picture is different. When I identify with Ishvara, the picture is different. When I identify with Brahma, the picture is different. Aham Brahmasmi, picture is different. So the spiritual, our path is just to shift our identification and ultimately to identify with our Supreme Self, that Brahma. So tatha tavami naraloka viraha. Arjuna is saying this, all this naraloka vira, the great powerful warriors of human beings, I am seeing them entering with full speed into your mouths. Vishanti vaktrani abhivijwalanti. Your mouths which are like fiery mouths, prakashamanani. Fiery mouths, all of them are entering into your mouth. They are just entering your mouth. All your mouths. So this is very, very frightening picture, image of that Vishwarup. In that Vishwarup only Arjuna saw this. And this was shown to him because he had this desire to see. In the beginning he saw a different image of the Vishwarupa, but now he is seeing a terrible Rudra Roop of Ishvara in that Vishwarupa. And Arjuna is getting very, very scared. So more about this we will see in our class tomorrow. So till then you take care, be happy, safe, peaceful, healthy. Do your work, do your sadhana, contemplate, meditate, develop that rapport with Ishvara, chant his name, do his puja, sing his glories, identify with him. Okay, that is our sadhana, our practice. And we will meet again tomorrow. Hari Om. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Jaya Jaya Ram. जय जय राम। बोलिए सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम।